post a $1 million bond and is being released on electronic monitoring. He cannot leave the state of New Jersey. No comment from DJ Envy. An inside source tells us that the iHeartRadio offices were visited by the feds who took out electronic equipment as part of this investigation. From Newark, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
What is good, YouTube? It's Coffee. Tapping back in, man, and never a good sign, a good look for an individual facing the fire, back up against the wall. The U.S. government snatching up individuals you were rocking with in this, let's call it what it is, scheme, scam, man. Everyone out there, everyday working folk, right? Let's peep this. Let's just put it for what it is, man. All this, whatever it may be, real estate, or there's so many hustles out there. Get rich quick, level up. We can change your life, man. This ish is a scam. Time and time again, things like this, these opportunities are scams. And then motherfuckers have the nerve when regular individuals ask questions. Well, how does this work? Or whatever, if you show any kind of doubt or like you're thinking for yourself, a lot of cats that are out there doing these Ponzi pyramid schemes or whatever would be like, oh, you're not ready. You're too small-minded. You don't understand. There'll be this arrogance or whatever. Like, that's how cats are really rocking. You know what I mean? When you just don't immediately like fork your money over, like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this. You're stupid. You're a lower class because you're thinking for yourself. Comment if anyone out there has ever had those kind of experiences. And that it's a whole mind game, and there's so many elements to these kinds of scams. But getting back to Envy, man, we already know this Caesar dude, y'all heard, out on bail and all that. But I'm thinking Envy's gonna be charged soon. Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know what you think. But I don't know. He just has always come off, and I'm not just talking my talking ish because of what's going on right now, for many other reasons I'm not even going to break down right now. Envy's always just came off to me as a sleazeball, McGreaseball, and a very arrogant, as I was speaking, this arrogance when it comes to a lot of these scammers. Envy's always had them type of vibes. There's been many situations we've seen play out where he just, to me, comes off as an arrogant douchebag prick. But aside from if he's going to be charged or not, man, I feel like iHeartRadio is going to have to give him his walking papers sooner rather than later. Probably something we'll see very soon. I mean, he pushed this ish on their programming. The feds ran up in their spot. I mean, they're going to have to not take a step back, totally separate themselves from Envy. And the only thing Envy's really said about this, he's being very quiet, is he wasn't privy to what this Caesar dude was doing. He didn't know. I don't buy that at all. Let me know if you do or not. And all he's ever been trying to do is uplift his community. Like, cut it out, man. I'm not buying this. But this is the situation, right? The way Envy's celebrity played in such a way to amplify things and help them out on their scamming, on this whole racket that they got going, is the exact same way his celebrity is going to really go against him.
We're back now with an iTeam exclusive. Less than a week after we broke the story of investors who say they were scammed in a real estate venture promoted by radio host DJ Envy, there is a major development.
DJ Envy's longtime business partner has been arrested by federal agents in New Jersey. Cesar Pina has been charged with fraud. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace has been all over the story. She has the latest from federal court in Newark.
Cesar Pina arrested by the feds this morning on a charge of wire fraud and brought here to the federal courthouse in Newark. They say this may be just the beginning. He could face additional charges of money laundering.
You might know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ, my friend Cesar Pina.
DJ Envy often had his pal, Cesar Pina, on the radio host's The Breakfast Club show.
Started with no money, and here I am. $50 million later in real estate.
promoting their real estate partnership. Now, in this federal complaint, the government says Pena engaged in a Ponzi-like scheme involving investors, adding Pena defrauded dozens of victims of millions of dollars. We interviewed many of them.
I lost $200,000. $835,000 in total.
I lost a total of $64,000.
I lost $1 million.
Envy, whose real name is Rashawn Casey, was not charged, but many of the alleged victims say they were influenced by his celebrity.
He's advertising this all over the radio and on television.
Investors say Pena promised he would rehab and flip distressed properties, many in Patterson, giving a 30% profit within months. Dozens have now filed lawsuits saying they never got any of their investment back. Pena is accused of pocketing $17 million from just 4 properties. As news broke of his arrest, we were interviewing Jeff Robinson, who owns a food truck and car wash in Patterson.
My son, this is my world. And these people took advantage.
His son, Jeff Jr., tragically died in a car accident 6 months ago, leaving 2 children behind. Jeff Jr. had invested $325,000 with Pena in this Passaic property. The dad says Pena then went dark.
Month after I buried my son, I called Caesar. Oh, bro, I'm going to meet you. I have text correspondence with Caesar, text messages. Oh, I'm running a little behind. You never met me here. But my main concern is getting what's due to those children. It's not fair. The comfort would be when my grandkids are in position when they have trust accounts with that money that he owes those children.
Pena pleaded not guilty. He has to post a $1 million bond and is being released on electronic monitoring. He cannot leave the state of New Jersey. No comment from DJNV. An inside source tells us that the iHeartRadio offices were visited by the feds who took out electronic equipment as part of this investigation. From Newark, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
Y'all feel what I'm saying? They're like the same way that celebrity status helped push this ish out there, it is going to help bury Envy and those involved, man. Y'all seen that local business owner with the food truck, car wash, his deceased son put money into this that was for his kids, you know what I mean? Like, that's just, and you know, this is what I'm saying when I'm talking about the way the celebrity plays out, like public opinion and the way the publicity plays out and everything. It has a lot to do with everything, not just the court system, you know, in many situations. And I feel like Envy is going to be looking at some Fed time as well. But y'all let me know what you think. You know, like, let's talk about it all. And again, I just can't see any way aside from if he'll be charged criminally or not. I just can't see any way he is not fired very, very soon. Like, when this is all said and done, I personally feel like Envy is going to lose it all. His job, maybe his freedom, but that's what you get when you're out here being a sleazeball, McGreaseball.